Hey guys, it's POSTBOXPAT and welcome back to a new video, and today we're going to be talking about TU56 bugs with the Nether. Now, this is a weird video and I think I want to cover it because I've been trying this out for a while now, for about half an hour, and I found this myself and it's pretty weird. It's very buggy and it's something that can be very kind of worked into your world on your Nether portal, which could really help out and kind of troll people if you wanted to. But not only that, you could actually get trapped in the Nether forever and lose all your stuff on survival if you mess up. So let's get into it and show you guys exactly what I mean. So the first thing I'd like to show you is the Nether portal itself. When you go through the Nether portal, it will actually drop you outside the Nether portal sometimes. So sometimes it'll drop you on the Nether portal, but sometimes it'll drop you outside. So we'll go back in and see if we can get it to work this time. There you are. See how I spawn on this side of the Nether portal without any movement? It's actually dropping you on the like the side of the Nether portal. So technically you could place lava there and your friends would go through the Nether portal and fall straight directly into the lava. And if you don't have fire protection or anything like that, you could technically troll all your friends and kill, well, not troll, but basically kill your friends very easily and they'll lose everything because it burns straight in the lava. So let's see if we can demonstrate that and see if it will do it. See, there you are. I fell straight into the lava and you didn't land on there. So it's a major bug in the game which 4J have left in, and it's a kind of a hidden feature as well. So you've got kind of a really issued bug there which anyone can use or exploit, and you can basically force kill people when they go into the Nether, and they would have no way of surviving unless they have fire protection or a fire resistant potion. So other than that, or even water bucket wouldn't work because you're in the Nether, so you're basically stuck unless you have like 1 to 4 buckets, and that probably still wouldn't be quick. You'd have to be very quick. So obviously it's an amazing glitch and it's something you can exploit and use really well, up to you how you want to use it, but it is kind of annoying. So the final thing is with the Nether. Now this is ridiculous. You remember you used to be able to get on top of the Nether? Well, you still can do it, but now you cannot move at all. If you go on top of the Nether and try and get out, so you go up by throwing your ender pearls, you are up, and now you, oh, I glitched out. Let's see if we can get on top of the Nether without doing that. Ender pearl up, there we are. So once you've ender pearled up here, you are actually trapped forever. So you're up here now and you can't move at all. So you're outside the map, you're on top of the Nether. Now on PC, this is possible to get up here and you can place blocks and delete blocks. Now on Xbox Edition, you can only place blocks and you can't actually delete the blocks. You can try as hard as you want, it will not allow you to delete any of the blocks. So you're trapped up here forever, and if you don't have maybe like a suicide way of like getting out of here, there is no way of actually kind of getting out of here without killing yourself. So you're kind of stuck and you will be trapped forever basically. The only way of getting out of here on survival will be to starve yourself, kill yourself with ender pearls by spamming them and getting fall damage. You can place lava buckets actually, and you can pick them up. That's the only item you can place and pick up. So I suppose if you brought a lava bucket up here, you could actually get yourself out pretty easily. But it's very glitchy up here. They're the only things you can actually pick up is buckets. Everything else you can place blocks and you can't break them. So how do you get back out and how do you build your Nether portal, you're probably wondering. You can't ender pearl out of here, so if you are on creative and you don't have the survival feature on to switch to survival, how on earth are you meant to get out of here? Well, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. I've had a bit of fun trying to build my Nether portals, and it's quite interesting. I recommend trying this out because the only way of moving up here is by using ender pearls, and if you place a block incorrectly, you can't get out. So you have to build a Nether portal perfect. So let's try this. So I place 3 blocks like that, nicely done. I go one there, and then I start throwing my ender pearls at this obsidian to place myself on top so I can get the blocks on. There you are. You can move like in this 1 by 1 square and then you are trapped in there. There is a lot of barrier blocks up here, but they can be easily bypassed by ender pearls. It's really weird what's going on up here. So again, I've been lifted up with the barrier block. I'm now on top of this block, like an invisible block, and you can place the obsidian again here, lift yourself up again and try and get on top of here. Once you're on top, you can kind of get the double block across, go back down here and light your, oh no, I've built it too small. Oh no. So see what I mean? See how I keep messing up? It is difficult. So let's try it again right here. And you can't destroy the blocks. You have to try again and do it again. It is really interesting and I find it really fun to do. I do recommend trying this out because it'll really make you think when you're trying to build your portal, and you have to use your ender pearls correctly. It's actually quite fun trying to build up here because if you mess up, you kind of lose everything and you can't do anything about it. So let's just make sure our Nether portal is going to work. Obviously, let's make it a bit taller than usual, and we'll get this in here, drop down here. Let's get that final one in there. And you can light the ender portal and the Nether portal, and you have escaped successfully. So that is the only way of getting out of that situation. Now, if you were to, there's the glitch again, if you were to destroy this nether portal, your friends would actually TP up there, and if they were to fall out of the nether portal, they would actually be trapped. So let's actually try this out and see if this actually does work, because with the nether portal doing that glitch, your friends could actually go up there, TP back into the nether, and actually get stuck in one of them nether portals up there if they go into that nether portal, because it will nudge you out and you will not be able to get back into the nether. So your friends would be trapped in the nether portal forever. So let's get over there as quick as we can. Ender pearl our way over. There we are. Ender pearl our way into here. So if your friends didn't have ender pearls and this does work, will it work? Okay, it hasn't. It's TP is down here. But there would be a way of actually TPing up there. I'm not too sure how you'd get it to program it, but I'm pretty sure you could get it to work like that, because I've always been bad with nether portals. I've never understood why the linking system doesn't always work. I've built a nether portal here and it won't link to the one over ground. It's a bit weird, but they should technically link. If you know how to use nether portals well, you'd understand how to do this pretty well, and you'd be able to link in nicely. So hopefully this will link, will it? It's probably not going to link. It keeps linking us down here, which is really strange. I can see why it's doing it, but it's just annoying. But yeah, you get what I mean. The nether portals, they do work. They're just a bit buggy, but you'll be able to create it so your friends, somehow you'd be able to create it so your friends would get stuck up here when they TP through. I'm not 100% sure how you do it myself, but I'm pretty sure someone out there who uses a lot of nether portals, kind of like system type things, would work. That's another thing as well. Anyone who has any nether portal system type TP and things and the top of their nether, you cannot walk up here anymore. So you'd have to actually ender pearl your way through, which really consumes ender pearls quick. And if you do mess up and you say, for example, if I switch to survival now, I use my 11 ender pearls to move around up here. I've used all my ender pearls. I've run out of ender pearls. I've only got 2 ender pearls left. That means I've got 2 ender pearls left to get to that portal over there. You can see they're on top of the barrier block there. They're floating in midair. I've got 2 ender pearls left to get to that portal. And if this last one didn't land in that portal, I'd technically be stuck in the nether forever, which would be really bad because you'd lose all your stuff. If you had a bunch of armor on you, you'd have to get a friend to come and collect you, and there would be no actual way of getting out of the nether, which is very strange. Now, I'm not too sure how this works, but I'm pretty sure from past experience, if you do die in the nether and you aren't in the nether, your items will remain there on the floor until you're in the nether for a certain amount of time. So you'd have a while to get back to your items, and you could build up the ender pearls. I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure on that if it still does that, but when I used to play survival a lot, when I died in the nether once, my items would remain there forever unless I'm in the nether for a certain amount of time, and then they'll despawn. So I'm pretty sure it used to do that. I'm not 100% sure if it does anymore. I might test it out after this video, but I'm not going to test it out in the video because we could be waiting a while for it to do it. But I'm pretty sure from past survival experience, it does do that. But that's going to be it for this video. You can see we've had a variety of nether glitches. They're pretty awesome, and honestly, I'd recommend trying them out for yourself because they're interesting, especially the one where you spawn in and the lava's at the sides. That's just really funny. And then actually getting on top of the nether, it's just really strange. And I don't know if you can get underneath the nether. I know you can on PC, but I don't think you can on Xbox One. Let me see if we can try this with my ender pearls. Let's grab some ender pearls. Where are they? I always struggle to find them. When I look for something, I never seem to find it. Where are the ender pearls? You guys are like, they're there, Pat, they're there. There they are. Let's see if we can get under. So you can't actually get under on this, unfortunately, unless you would have like a piston maybe push you down. I wouldn't know how you'd get underneath this, unfortunately. But you can on PC. So yeah, it's interesting. I think definitely try this out for yourself if you haven't. Especially don't do it in survival though. You will be trapped up here forever. I just think it's really cool how, look, if I was to switch to survival now, you are trapped and you cannot move. So obviously the best way of killing yourself would either be to like light the fire, stand on the fire if you can get to it. If I can get to it. Okay, so now I am doomed. Now I am really doomed. Lava, that won't even reach me. So yeah, I'm kind of like floating on top of lava. I'd actually have no way now of killing myself on survival. You'd have to keep jumping. You'd have to switch the difficulty to hard, maybe. Change the difficulty to hard. And probably wait until your hunger goes down. So that's what I mean. This is a major bug and really needs fixing. Either stop people from going to the nether completely above it, or have it so you can kind of kill yourself because you are basically doomed where I am now. So I am basically stuck. If I didn't have the features to switch to creative, I would be trapped there forever and I'd be very, very angry. Now I don't know how TNT works up here, so we're going to try that, test that for a moment because I want to see how that works. Let's see how it works. Can I light it? Is it going to work? Okay. Will it explode? This is interesting. So TNT does work up here. So let's place a few blocks around it and see if the TNT will destroy the block. Let's try this. You ready? Okay, here we are. So let's see if the TNT destroys the block. This could be the only way of removing blocks. Yes. So your only way of removing blocks that are removable by TNT is by doing that. Obviously, I won't be able to remove the obsidian because TNT does not blow up obsidian. It's a very strong block, but it will blow up near enough any other block. So that's interesting. Obsidian is kind of annoying because there'll be probably no way of removing this block at all. I'm trying to think of a way. I don't think there'll be any way that you could use to remove the block. Enderman will probably be your only hope. Let's spawn some mobs up here and see how they function as well. I haven't actually tried that either. That's pretty interesting. Oh, and potions as well. We'll try throwing some of them, see how they function, and we will spawn a few mobs. Let's grab some of them. Let's grab an enderman. Let's grab a zombie. Some villagers as well. Where are they? Some parrots. Let's see how they fly around. Got any other animals that we could try out up here? That would be pretty interesting. Llamas for fun. Where are the llamas? They're here somewhere. There they are. And we want villager spawn egg. Where is the villager spawn egg? It is that's a zombie pigman. Bad villager. There he is. So we'll spawn these in. See how these spawn in. Villager. Are they going to walk around or are they trapped? They are trapped as well by the looks of it. We've got some llamas. Is it gonna spawn them all in the same compact area? These mobs are actually trapped, so that is interesting. You actually get mobs which are trapped and they cannot move. What about the enderman? If I hit the enderman, will he get to me? That is crazy. So if I just spawn in a bunch of mobs around here and then switch into survival, these mobs will not actually be able to get me. They're actually trapped up here as well. Okay, the enderman managed to reach me because their range is pretty crazy, but the mobs were actually trapped in that little square and they weren't actually going anywhere. Let's get to a nether portal. Get back up there quick. That was really interesting. I've never actually seen anything happen like that. Your mobs are actually technically trapped and you can't get them out. Definitely a glitch I'd suggest trying out for yourselves. Very interesting. Awesome to do. And it's just really fun in general. Especially if you do it with your friends. You could have some crazy fun up there because you kind of only use ender pearls. So you have to e-pearl away. It's like e-pearl championship kind of. And you just have to run away. Interesting. Would highly recommend trying it out. Definitely. It is really fun. Let's see if we can get up there and see how the mobs are functioning again. I don't know. There's a lot of things I could still test out in this video, but I don't want to do it all. I want to leave some of it for you guys. Where are they? The mobs are over there. TP ourselves over there. Nicely done. Teleport over here, and the mobs are still all here. So let's go up here and see if the mobs can actually get us, and we'll switch to survival up here. There we are, switch to, staying creative a set. Let's grab a bow, shoot these mobs with a bow and see if they can reach us up here. So survival, there we are, shoot them with a bow. The endermen aren't triggering, we're out of arrows. Oops, I only got one arrow. Let's grab some more arrows. There we are, switch to survival. There we are. See if these mobs can be hit. So you can actually kill the mobs, but they can't reach you. That's really cool. The endermen are TPing around. Are they going to be TPing up here? No, they're not. By the looks of it, they must be TPing down below. That's really interesting. So, yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. It is really fun trying out this. To get outside the nether, trap yourself in the nether, trap your friends. Whatever you want to do, feel free to use this while it's still in the game. I think Voyager Studios will probably patch it, or they will probably not even realise about it. And hopefully, I want them to either remove it or allow people access up here. I think it's been in the game quite a while, but it just really hasn't been touched on YouTube very much. So I thought, you know what, may as well touch on it because it is an interesting feature, which I find interesting. And I used to build stuff above the nether, so it is quite interesting. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. And once again, this is POSTBOXPAT, signing out.